Here are the tests on my 1948 Kohler Brooklands. There is no marked water line in the tank, so it is just set to the highest setting on that fill valve, and it is using an old style brass flush valve. So I will show you guys a flush, and then let's see how it does on tests. The flush is awesome. I've heard that it's similar to a Kohler Wellworth, and it really does look like that. So I'm guessing that it will have sort of disappointing performance, but it's not going to be bad. For the first test, let's see if it can take a washcloth. This toilet is in very good condition, so I think it will pass perfectly. Perfect pass, as expected. Now, let's see if it can take a grocery bag. I'm guessing it'll do pretty well. It did awesome. Now, let's see if it can take the washcloth and grocery bag together. And I don't know why it just did that. This toilet does not have a very large trapway, so I think it will clog. Let's wait for the tank to refill, and I'm going to give that another flush. It looks like it's going to take it. That is one of the slowest draining toilets I've ever seen, but it passed without help. I guess I wouldn't really say it fully passed since it took 2.5 flushes. Let's try that test again to see if I can get it to do better. I guess not. Oh well, can't be perfect at everything. Now, let's see if it can take a dish towel. I don't think it's going to pass, but my Peerless toilet clogged on the washcloth and grocery bag, and then it took the dish towel, so you never know. That is definitely clogged, and I don't think another flush would fix it. I'm going to try the dish towel again, but this time I'm going to angle it to see if it can fit through the trapway. I don't think that's going to pass. And if I try to make it pass, I'm going to have to pull the toilet up because it's going to clog very hard. So, overall, I would say the performance on this toilet is about what I expected. I said it's not going to be very good, but it's not going to be bad. So, I'd say it's below average for the time, for sure, but it's not a bad performer, and I think it would work just fine in a normal household setting. Probably commercial too, especially if it's on flushometer. So now let's move on to the flush tests. For the first flush test, singular, let's see how it flushes with a dry bowl. I'm guessing it will flush very nicely, but the tank ball will probably close just before it siphons. I know a lot of people like it that way, so this should be satisfying. Exactly how I predicted. Now, let's see if it can take dirt. The glaze is like new, that's why it's not sticking. I'm guessing that it will have pretty good bowl clearance, not perfect, and the bowl rinse is not going to be very good. I know for a fact that it misses a few spots around the front sides, so let's see how it does. So the bowl clearance looks very good except for the little bit that washed in there after the flush. This is not good. And this is design. This is not clogged rim jets because those things are like new. That's really sad, honestly. I wonder what American Standards equivalent from the time would be. I don't know that they really had many low tank models in 1948, but that bowl rinse is kind of depressing, especially for a toilet of this age. So I'm going to go ahead and give this another flush and see how much of that it can take. It did pretty much perfectly with help, obviously. So overall, I'd say this toilet is probably below average from the time. Pretty much what I would expect from an older Kohler like this. But honestly, I'm not complaining because it is super cool and super beautiful. And as stated before, this tank is cracked up here on this side and this side here. So I'm going to get rid of this tank before I go home, but I'm going to salvage every part from it, especially this beautiful handle. So I'm going to try to get myself another low tank, and I'm going to use that one for the requested tests. If I can't, I'm going to use my standard 40-50 tank, which goes to my Modernist, and that should do the trick. So anyway, that is all for this video. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.